Welcome back to another episode of Reality Court. My name is Ace Fanning. I am the host of the Sister Wives podcast. Love should be multiplied, not divided. And I have no idea why I do that podcast because the show is absolutely terrible.
Shit.
And I am joined by my beautiful, effervescent, well-spoken, genius, not from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't know why I said that. Former Real Housewife of Miami, Anna Quincoces. How are you today, beautiful?
I am doing well. I did not pick on you for saying martini espresso instead of an espresso martini.
Oh, I don't drink.
Twice.
I don't know any of that.
I know.
Let me tell you something. I want to say this to you. My mother-in-law was watching a video the other day when we had Sonia Morgan on, and she was like, I don't think she had watched episodes. She just listened before. And she was like, I did not realize how gorgeous Anna is. She's like, she looks like Lala Kent, but much prettier. That's how she explained. No, much prettier. She said much prettier.
Oh my God, that's so nice.
Yeah.
That
So
made
I was
my
like,
day.
I don't think you're seeing the same woman I am because that's not what I see. Oh, guys.
I love it.
This episode is coming to you a little bit late because we've been falling apart over at Reality Court. Anna is sick as a dog. I am sick in the head mentally, had a mental breakdown. So we had to kind of put off recording a little bit, but we're here. We're back. We're ready to talk about Bravo, reunions, housewives, bullshit. Like that's what we're here for.
That's what we do. That's
now
our medicine.
before we get into Bravo, I do want to quickly talk to you about our show, the Sister Wives, because good Lord, what is going on with this show? It's a show that's never given much. We've never had much of a storyline going, but now I'm like, what is happening? We have nothing. And it's like the family's falling apart. How do we have nothing?
Did you already go to Plot's plot?
Okay, so I was planning on going to Plot's plot, but then people found out that actually the door handle broke off back in August 2024, and no one's been able to enter Plot's plot since.
Oh, okay. Because I was for sure you were going there.
Oh,
And
I was.
How did you end up staying at Christine's house?
At Christine's house?
Airbnb?
That was it was an Airbnb for a quick minute after she moved, but then I feel like we were one of the only people who stayed there, and we made a video while we were there where we pretended to be Christine and Truly. And there was cameras all over, so I don't know if they saw that and they decided to take it down, but it's no longer rentable.
Okay.
But yeah, that's how we did that.
And then you were with Mary Brown this past weekend.
Yes, I was honored to attend a WorthyUp Symposium, and I left there feeling like a new person.
You did? Did you grow? Did you grow as a person?
I grew and I flew. And
was she similar to like a Mel Robbins?
Better?
I
think it goes Mel Robbins, Tony Robbins, Mary Brown. Mary Brown's at the top of that. Yes.
Wow.
It was a weekend it was 3 hours of growth and change, and I'll never be the same after. I'll never be the same.
And I think you've evolved.
Oh, big time. Yes. Yeah. I think that's why I had the mental breakdown, because I was just like, I've not been living up to my full potential.
Right. And she made you realize that.
Now, there was one takeaway I really want to share with you, Anna, before we move on. But do you have any sort of allergies, or are you allergic to anything?
No, I don't think so. Why?
Do you have any sort of disorders in your body?
God, I hope not.
Okay.
No.
Well, I got to find something here. Do you have mental health issues?
Yes.
Okay. So what I want you to know about your mental health issues, and this is what I took away, and it was just so inspiring to me, is that you don't actually have those mental health issues. People just told you do. And so that's why you have them. And so you just need to realize that that's not true. And you've just been telling yourself that. And it's the same thing for car sickness. Someone told you get car sick. You don't actually get car sick.
I'm pretty sure I have mental illness, Ace.
No, absolutely not. It's just made up. That's basically,
Really?
that was one of the takeaways from one of the speakers at WorthyUp. And it's really
Really?
just resonated with me. Yes. Cause I'm like, you know what? I thought I had severe depression. But it was like immediately I got home and I was like, throw the Wellbutrin away, throw the Zoloft away, baby. I
Do
am
not do
back
that.
and better than ever.
But don't do that. Because
Never.
you have to taper off.
I would never in a million years go off my meds. My meds are
Okay.
what keep me afloat.
No, I'm just saying you need to taper off. But you know what? It's a real thing, man.
I'm going to taper up actually after
Yeah.
this symposium.
Or
I'm going to
maybe
keep
like
increasing.
add something to it.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
add something to it.
Yeah.
Like instead of, yeah. You have to keep adjusting.
Yes.
And
so
and I don't
Anna,
think we're the only ones.
Oh God, no. Everyone's so fucked up in the world.
Yeah.
Now you got sick with influenza. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay.
Yep.
And were you on death's door?
I was on death's door yesterday. I couldn't breathe at all. But what I did is something I never do, and I just slept. I couldn't get out of bed really, but I just stayed in bed because I was like, we have to do the podcast today. And when I got up today, I popped an Adderall.
Nice. Okay, that's good.
And I had coffee, and I had Mucinex and hot tea, and here I am.
I was a little worried just because, of your frail age and everything. I was like,
yeah, exactly.
Something like influenza could take you out.
Yeah, and with comorbidities,
God.
I was worried about that during COVID.
Comorbidities. I have been worried nonstop about you, and because I just know it's like any day now I'm going to get the call.
Any day now. And then
we need a new co-host for you because she's gone. Guys, today we have a special outspoken guest. Miss Kelly Dodd will be joining us later on this week. But for now, we need to talk about what's going on in the Bravo universe, specifically with our Real Housewives reunions, because we have put an end to 2 seasons now of different shows, and it's hard. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you what we're going to do.
Okay.
We're going to watch the Baldwins.
Oh,
because,
God.
¿Cómo se dice cebolla? Alex doesn't like ¿cómo se dice cebolla? You know that she's not Latin. What the fuck is her problem?
How do you say cucumber? Cucumber?
Yeah. What the fuck?
How do you say
Balin?
Oh, Balin Out Loud is the greatest show.
I don't know, but do you think it's bad that we laugh?
No. I think we're all laughing together. But there's also times like I've actually cried watching Balin Out Loud.
Yeah.
There is something about that family that I cannot get enough of, and I hope that one day they adopt me because I love them so much.
The dad is so like Liam Neeson. I will find you.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I love him.
And I want him to find me.
Flexing. He's always flexing. He's kind of hot.
Oh, he's hot in a like, if you have daddy issues way, it's like, find this man. He will cure all of your issues for sure. I love Balin Out Loud. I think it's one of the best shows that's come from TLC in quite a while. There better be season 2. This better go on as long as Sister Wives has gone on because they've given us nothing. I do love that show so much. As for the Baldwins, I'll do what you say, but it's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough one for me. But I'll tell you what I am excited for.
What?
Denise Richards' new show.
Oh,
my God. I cannot wait.
By the way, Denise Richards is one of the biggest housewives we've ever had because she's a real star.
Right.
But one of the nicest people you will ever meet. So humble, so normal. She doesn't act like she's the shit. I met her. She's very good friends with Joanna Krupa. And I met her, and she's just so nice. Like, so normal. And so beautiful.
She is somebody where she fumbled big time because her first season she came on and she wasn't like the other wives, and she was like her own self. She was in her own lane. She was like, I'm not going to get dressed up fancy for this. And that's why people loved her so much. But when she came back, she tried to lean more into the stuff. And it was like, we don't want that. And then that's when the other wives started, circling her and were ready to pounce on their prey.
Yeah. the second year glow up, but she didn't need that.
No.
She was born glowed up.
Yes, she's
natural beauty.
stunning. We don't need her to do anything else.
We didn't need that.
I do think that this show is going to be magnificent, to say the least.
And by the way, they fucked her over on the cameo too.
Oh, why?
Because don't you remember when she came back to just for a cameo?
Yes. Oh, that was bad.
What? I mean, please, if anybody's listening, any former housewife, any former friend, don't do it. They only want to make fun of you.
Erica, you know exactly what you did. Exactly.
And the jacket upside down.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I will say the jacket upside down moment, I've never once in my life laughed at anything Dorit has ever done. But when she told Denise that and Denise was like on her, I laughed with Dorit.
Right? What was it that she said?
I think she said, like, don't do this.
Don't even. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
funny.
Anyways, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City has finally concluded. And I say that with much sorrow because this is where we need to be going.
Yeah.
I heard on the Dumois podcast that there's a big announcement coming from Bravo in February, potentially this week. And I'm telling you, I said before that I had word that Real Housewives of Chicago is filming and happening, and I'm hoping it's that. I hope they come forward and tell us that.
Let me tell you, there's very affluent neighborhoods in Chicago. It's a beautiful city. I think that would be great. Me too.
I love Chicago. I went there one time and immediately I was on Zillow looking up where I could move to.
Yeah.
But this is, I think, it's crazy how Salt Lake just gets better and better because I thought we could never come back after we lost Jen Shaw. And then we got Monica. And I was like, we can't come back without Monica. And then it's like, this season is the best. And what's so crazy about that is there was nothing big this season. There was no arrest.
Character-driven.
Yes. There was no huge scandal. There was no Beauty Lab and Laser arrest. It was just women who absolutely hate each other having to spend time together. And that's what I love.
Right. And pretending that they don't, which is, it's pretty. By the way, do you think Tito Osmond has a micropenis?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I believe that 100%. I think the fact that you're going to write to Bronwyn and say, I am probably twice as big as any guy you've ever been with.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Which that doesn't mean anything, by the way.
I just am like that. I feel like that's something. I'll tell you this. I would not be shocked to find out that Tito Osmond is driving a lifted truck with a pair of nuts hanging on the back.
Oh, yeah.
That's the vibes he gives. He's disgusting.
And a neon package.
Yes. But I will say this. I want him back. I want him and Britney back. I want them living their lives. I want her full time. There's something about Britney, and I feel so bad because you did see one of our reels we made about her.
I know.
But she's great television in not the nicest way. I don't say that as a compliment, but she is.
I thought she looked terrible. I thought whoever did her makeup should be shot.
I thought that dress was terrible.
That dress was awful. I understand that she didn't wear the same dress as Angie, and that was very nice of her, but Jesus, she could have picked something else.
Can I tell you though, Britney's character should have come out in the same dress as Angie because that's who she is. She's such a menace. If she had come out wearing the exact same dress as Angie and sat on the end of that couch,
that's what she should have done.
It would have been.
But she was so eager
television.
beaver. She was such an eager beaver, like Karen used to say. She wanted to make an entrance when she sat at the couch. She's like, wait, I don't get to make an entrance. And then she stayed in the back and she wouldn't leave.
Yeah. And she was like, I should be out there for the cheers.
I should be out there. It's like, oh, Dios mío. It was horrible.
I love that though. She's so fun to just watch because it's, I always feel like I'm pathetic. I always feel like I am the loser in every room. So when you see someone like Britney on TV, you're just like, there's someone worse than me out there. And it helps.
And by the way, she doesn't know it.
No, not at all. Completely clueless to it.
Super high self-esteem.
Yes,
Like,
that's the
I want her
perfect
self-esteem.
mix. Same. I could not imagine what I could get done if I actually liked myself a bit.
Right. No, she thinks she's the shit. And by the way,
Yeah.
have you watched the Kerastasi commercial of
With
Lisa
Lisa.
Barlow? Have you seen how
I'm
fast she
Lisa
talks?
Barlow, and I love to wear Kerastasi treatment.
But it's a
It
lot
makes
faster than that.
it's a lot. It's like
The
makes my hair
Lincoln
really
Douglas
shiny.
debate.
It is.
It's like, I do Kerastasi, and that's why it's shiny, and that's what whatever. So use Kerastasi, and it's like, shut the fuck up.
Here's the thing. I think that she looks terrible in it, but I think that's what makes the commercial so great. That's like, I love when housewives have to do those commercials for like a car or a movie, and they bring out the worst acting I've ever seen. And I'm like, I want to see that movie now. I want to see the Haunted Mansion because I got to see how bad Dorit was at acting.
Oh, was she terrible?
Well, in the commercial, yes, she does this commercial and it's like, oh, I'm so scared. And it's great television. Those commercials
I thought Marge did good in the Schwartz, whatever commercial for the blonde. I thought she did okay with that.
Okay. There was also Dorit, and who was she with when they were driving the car? Why can't I remember who she was with? It was another blonde person. I don't know. But I thought that was great television as well.
Was it a commercial?
Yeah, it was a commercial for some car. Ran on Bravo. And I was like, this is so terrible that I love it so much. I love those commercials. They always bring me joy.
Yeah. Those commercials.
So Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, if anyone cares to hear our opinion, we don't think you need to touch that cast at all unless we promote Britney to full time. That's okay. But what I am asking for is, please, dear God, can we get new title cards? It's so bad. Those are so expired.
Like Miami should get new title cards.
I don't understand. Beverly Hills gets new title cards every single season.
They have more money.
New Jersey, they sat and Teresa's hairline is still just above her forehead in the title cards. Like it's moved back since then. Like
really?
It is so old. It is so incredibly old. And at BravoCon, I was in line during the Jersey panel or whatever, and I was going to ask, when will you guys ever get new title cards, because it's so awful. And they just keep recycling them in. Yeah.
They didn't call on you?
No. They finished. I went to BravoCon as the common folk because I didn't want to feel above anybody.
Right. And you didn't want to call a lot of attention to yourself.
Yeah. So I got in the lines with everybody else and stuff like that. Yeah. But
in the queue.
In the queue. Yes, I was in the queue, as they say. Yeah. Anna, you were, really quick, this is a side tangent, but you were just recently on Jeff Lewis Live, and you had a caller call in who got cut off by the end of the show, unfortunately. But I think that he was a caller who was a big fan of your feet on OnlyFans. Dale. Yes, Dale.
Nobody knows about my OnlyFans yet.
No, Dale did.
You know why I was going to tell Jeff, but I forgot. I really forgot. But you know what? It has a lot to do with the fact that I'm living here and I feel like I've become a little boring. And I'm like, I look at my grandchildren and I say, I want them to look back and say, my grandmother was so cool and she was a lawyer and then she was a podcaster and she wrote cookbooks and she did this and that and was on reality TV, and she's also a foot whore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, why not?
It's so crazy. I would put my dick out on OnlyFans for $5, but it's like no one wants to pay for that, you know? I think your feet will do well.
You've seen them?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I showed you.
I went to your Wiki feet too.
But I deserve it better than a 4 on Wiki feet, don't you think?
Yes, but I thought they looked like beautiful feet.
They are beautiful feet. They are beautiful feet.
Yes.
By the way, I have to tell you this because I want this on our merch.
Okay.
Almost everything that Mary Cosby says. And one
Yes.
of them is the butthole doesn't work.
Yes, and I thought that was perfect for you because we know you love butt play.
Right. The butthole doesn't work, but she was talking about dogs.
Yes.
She was talking about dogs. It was different.
You got to
And I
stick
thought,
your finger in
what
the
a great.
butthole to make the dog let go. But she's like, that doesn't work. And I'm like, what life experience does Mary Cosby have that she knows that that doesn't work?
And I also loved when she said to Andy, you do me. You do me. It's so endearing, though. Isn't she endearing?
I would lay my life down for this woman. I would
Oh
let
my
her
God.
scam me out of all of my money for her church tithings.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah.
She's amazing. Now, other thoughts on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. What do we do with Heather Gay? Because I'm frustrated.
I'm frustrated with her being so up Lisa's ass. I mean, just everything, even with Whitney. Like, Whitney was talking and then she goes, you should have stopped right there. You could have sealed it. And then I want to burn this and I want to seal this. What is that? People talk like that? I've never heard of burning it.
I feel like Heather has gotten her seat at the cool girls table and she's let it change her. And I was like, I liked you not at the cool girls table. I liked you when you were just laughing. And no, not even fat, but just like, I love that you were always laughing at them and you could make fun of what was going on. And now you're just like, you don't laugh. You don't have fun.
Yeah. They get very serious about stuff like, I'm more Mormon than you. No, I'm more Mormon than you. In what parallel universe does anybody think that Britney did not, on the first night, fuck Tito Osmond? On the first night.
I still can't get over the fact that she tried to pretend she was so offended that Angie brought her wine to her Bible study. It was like,
oh, I know. Please.
Get over yourself.
The woman who's pounding Jägermeister. You're not fooling me.
No, not at all. Anna, this is a weird question, but it came into my head and I feel like I need to ask it. What kind of car do you drive?
A Genesis.
Oh, Genesis. Of course you drive a Genesis.
GV80. I did some work with them.
A GV80.
So I got an amazing deal on it.
What?
Yeah.
What kind of work did you do with them? Flash your tits to the salesman?
Like a influencer type shit.
Oh.
They flew me to New York. We stayed at the Soho House. We did the whole Vogue fashion show. I hung out with, this was back then, like 2 years ago. I hung out with Anna Wintour.
What?
And then, briefly. Like, she didn't really acknowledge me too much.
Well, no, of course not. But just to be the president.
I always drove a Jeep. Well, I love Jeeps, Wranglers. Those are my favorite cars. But I'm getting a little old for a Jeep.
Yeah.
And I sold it. And it keeps, let me tell you, those cars hold their value like nobody's business.
Really?
I kept that car for 5 years. I think I bought it at it was many years ago, like at 32 and sold it 5 years later for like 28.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a great story of your financial success. I do.
Thank you.
I love
Thank
that.
you.
Now, I also got a deal, an influencer deal on a car. I got a 1996 Dodge Neon from the used car lot, Bill's used car lot. And they were like, and it's kind of the same thing. Like it wasn't New York Fashion Week, but I did do an appearance at the Piggly Wiggly.
Right.
Kind of the same realm as you, for sure.
Yeah. And did you do a Carfax just to be sure?
They said that you don't want to see the Carfax. And so I said, okay.
Okay. And you believe them. I get it.
Yes. I love my 96 Neon. Nothing better. Any other thoughts on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City?
No.
We do agree that Meredith is all the things that she says that people say about her, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Meredith, poor Meredith. Meredith is very delusional. And it was so funny when he asked them to say nice things about each other. And it was like, you're very beautiful. And it was so funny. But Meredith thinks that she's the most beautiful. So when they said that to someone else, I don't remember who it was, she kind of got like a little uncomfortable with that. But Meredith is not okay, and I really think it's her hearing aids, and it's starting to bother me because I know pretty soon I'm going to have to get some.
Oh, maybe you'll get a deal though for hearing aids.
A deal?
Yeah, you get yourself a deal for the hearing aids. I feel like my problem with Meredith is I cannot get her accent down.
Yeah, what is
it? It's a mix of pills, East Coast, and like a long A is the best way I can describe
You know
it.
that obviously I think I have a Miami accent, but I have friends that are not Latin that think that I sound like I'm from Fargo. I don't even know what that sounds like, but
Fargo is
hear
like,
that at
don't you
all?
know? You know, when Fargo's talking, they're talking like this, and they're saying, don't
Is
you
that what
know?
it is?
Yeah, that's
Oh, I'm gonna
Fargo.
call him and tell him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, no. I usually just get that I sound like a valley girl or a valley gay. That's basically where
Yeah,
my voice
yeah.
kind of falls
That's
into.
okay.
So it's all
That's
right.
okay. I like that. I like
Real
that.
Housewives of New York. We've concluded. We are done with the Brynn story for now. How do you feel about Brynn and the situation?
You know what's funny to me about this whole thing is that we've become so afraid of saying what we feel that everybody prefaces the whole Brynn thing by saying, there's never been a time that I thought she wasn't sexually assaulted. I don't doubt that she was sexually assaulted. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, I don't doubt that she was sexually assaulted,
Thank
just
you.
in case. I think Brynn is reckless. I think Brynn doesn't think before she speaks. I think Brynn is, she does everything for shock value. And if you know how to do that well, you come across intelligent, but she comes around. She doesn't think it through, the things that she's saying that are for shock value. So when she's asked to explain it, she loses it halfway. Like she loses her train of thought. And I'm so over her. I don't need her back at all.
I have to say, if I was Brynn and I let that slip out of my mouth about Uba, I'm going to double down. I even if I know I'm lying, I would have never
Oh,
come clean and been like, maybe
absolutely.
she didn't clock it. I'd be like,
No,
no, I
bullshit. I
told
would have
her.
never said that.
I
She
never.
absolutely heard me. She, like, me too. Absolutely, she heard me. I saw the reaction in her face when I told her. She
Yeah.
had tears brimming in her eyes. How can she now say that I've never said it?
Same.
What a liar.
Oh,
For sure.
I would lie through my teeth
Me
because
too.
I'm like, I cannot go down for this.
No, because honestly, she lost us all
Yeah.
when she said maybe she didn't hear it.
And
The other
sometimes
thing,
lies are better than the truth.
they are. That's
Yeah.
what white lies are for, too.
Yes. Yes.
You know? Sometimes you don't hurt other people, sometimes you don't hurt yourself more.
Right.
I don't need to hear any more about the texture of Jenna Lyon's pubic hair, like the My Little
No.
Pony coming out of her hoo-ha. I don't care.
No, there is a part of me that does want to see like a National Geographic picture of it, but I'm very disturbed by that.
I am disturbed by it too, because you know what? I don't care how white you are. Pubic hair is not supposed to be straight, completely straight.
Silky.
Silky.
Like it sounds like she was getting a keratoxin treatment or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it called?
Keratin.
Keratiniski or whatever the hell that is. Lisa Barlow got her some and she put it on her pubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm very done with that. I do want to say that Uba looked banging. She looked,
oh my God, Uba's so gorgeous. Uba hot.
Good. Oh my God.
Is so hot.
And I love the moment when she was like trying to stay calm and she was crying and she was like, and I heard what you said. And I was like, whoa, she was pissed in that moment. But
she has her moments. You know, I'm just praying that this Oliver guy is good to her.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of those guys that are, and I'm not, listen, I'm not wishing this upon her. I don't want any haters. I want this for her. She deserves it. She's beautiful. She's whatever. But this guy is a billionaire, apparently.
Oh,
He's
goals.
young. He's handsome. He's whatever. I'm sure that, people are, that his DMs are crazy, his inbox, his LinkedIn, his all of it, all of it. And I think that she's almost too comfortable in the relationship before they've had enough time together. Like I sleep till 11 a.m. or
11.
yeah, and he brings me my tea. I don't
Maybe she
know.
has him that pussy whipped. But also I would say his DMs are full and half of them are from me and half of them are from you. We're trying to get with him so that we can
Yeah,
retire. So
yeah. He's hot.
unfortunately.
What a
Is he
beautiful
good
man.
looking? I've never seen him.
And they're a beautiful couple. I'm going to send you a picture.
I'm going to look right now because I need to see.
Go to Ubas and you're going to see a picture of them walking down the street in New York City that I believe is black and white.
Okay. And I
actually left a comment.
Oh, you did?
Yes, because it was that beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah. You know what? He looks like he would tie you up, spit in your face, and then smile at you.
Haktua?
Yep, a haktua right to your face. And you would say thank you. You would say thank you for that.
Thank you.
Oh,
my God. Thank you, sir. Can I have another?
If they ever had a sex tape out there, I would immediately pay for it.
Oh, my God. Me too.
Same.
At any cost.
Any cost. Well, maybe I could log into your account after you got it if it's any cost.
Yeah. Okay. You're so cheap.
Thank you.
And by the way, when they have children, stunning children.
Oh, they're going to be
because
gorgeous.
There's nothing prettier than like mutts. I call my kids mutts because their grandpa, I
don't think we call them mutts.
Yeah, I call my kids
My
mutts.
dad says that he's a Heinz 57. He's got everything in him.
Like my kids are part Chinese, part Cuban, part Lebanese, part, there's so many things. And I think
they're all the eases.
Yeah. And so I think that when you have mixed race, the kids are so beautiful. So I can't wait to see that. So I want to see that journey.
I'm ready to be done with Uba because she is so disengaged.
You hate that.
I don't like, one, there's nothing I hate more than a pregnant housewife. I'm not interested in that. I hate that. And when they have a small baby, it's like, ugh, move on. Tell that baby to get a fucking life, and
a job.
I just feel like she's very disengaged. She's on her phone. She's not paying attention as much. Like, I don't like that. I also feel the same way about Raquel. I think she can go. She was very boring to me. I would like to bring back Rebecca Minkoff one more time, just so everyone can shit on her one more time, because that was fun. I liked that during the reunion.
When she said, "Okay, bye," yeah, whatever, it was clear that she would never see the inside of a reunion. She'll never be in front of a camera again. They're done with her.
I love that. I did.
I know. It was
that
bad,
was a great
though,
time.
but she brought nothing.
I'm good with Jenna coming back. I want Sai back 100%. I want Aaron back. I actually am different than you. I want Brynn back. But if Brynn comes back like Leanne Locken in her redemption season where she's trying to act like she's all zen and fixed, then cut it. I don't want that.
That's what she's going to do.
I want double down.
Okay, no, she's not going to double down. Well, I think she's going to try to come back zen and then go crazy in the middle of the season because she can't help herself.
Okay.
That's what she's going to do. But she's also going to be a pregnant housewife.
That's true.
Then we're going to have 3 pregnant housewives.
Oh, God.
Maybe Uba is going to have trouble getting pregnant because she's a little bit older.
Is she?
She's in her 40s.
When they say black don't crack, they mean it because she looks 28. She's so gorgeous.
What a beautiful woman.
And I think Dress Barn and Talbots are lucky to have her.
Yeah, exactly. Those girls are so jealous of her. But it's so funny. Like, how hot do you have to be to say Uba hot?
How
Like, I
hot do you
can't
have to
go
be to
around saying
say
Anna hot.
Naomi Wish, Giselle Wish? And I've started saying that to everyone now. If they say anything about me, I say Naomi Wish, Giselle
But
Wish.
I like that she does it. I
Oh,
like that she
yeah.
does it.
I love
Yeah.
it. It's great television.
Yep. I love
Okay,
her.
so I think that we've kind of figured out everything that we need to in regards to Housewives. You have Andy's number, right?
I do.
Okay, so maybe we three-way call him and just kind of let him know what we're thinking, where our head's at.
Okay.
Later with Kelly Dodd, I'm going to tell you an idea I have for another Housewives show that I think he would be interested in as well.
Okay.
And I think that, I feel like we could make some really good changes at Bravo with our thoughts.
I think Bravo is ready for some changes. Can we just 1 second? Did you
Yeah.
watch the last episode, the most recent episode of Southern Charm? You didn't.
No, but my wife is watching it. And can I tell you my thing with Southern Charm? Because I'm trying. I'm really, really trying. But I know that I have to go back in time to really appreciate it.
I went back in time.
I just feel like everyone is too old to act so young. I don't like that part of it.
Yeah, those guys all have Peter Pan syndrome. They absolutely all have it. All have it. I agree. And you're watching Traitors?
Oh, Traitors. I love Traitors.
I can't believe Boston Rob went home.
I'm so happy about that. And I cannot wait for Dolores to come home and take her heels and push them into my balls. Just step on my nuts. She is so hot. Everything about Dolores makes me just hot.
You want
heavy.
her to step on your balls with like high heels?
Yes.
Okay. But do you think she's going to win?
No.
I don't.
No.
I think Carolyn's going to win.
Maybe because Carolyn is...
You can't tell. That's her state the whole time.
She makes me so uncomfortable.
She has no poker face.
No. I feel myself getting anxious watching her.
Yeah.
It's very unnerving. No, I don't think Dolores is going to win, but I'm ready to be part of her welcome home greeting. And
me too. I love Dolores so much.
She can step on me. She can spit on me. She can do whatever she wants. When she sat there and she was like, I don't remember exactly what she said, but she was like, the traitors better kill me because I'm coming for them. And I was like,
those were fighting words.
Yes.
Those were fighting words. That was like warden, daughter of the warden words.
Oh,
she was a warden herself.
She was a prison guard, I think.
Guard, okay. Her father was a warden.
She was, she's so great. I love her.
All right, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for listening. We need more reviews,
More reviews, more likes on YouTube. To the people on YouTube who can't take a fucking joke and said that I shouldn't say Sonia's vagina is the Holland Tunnel. Are you dumb? Do you watch the show?
They're not watching the show. Right, exactly.
And she was like, I thought it was wrong when they said it the first time. It's like, yeah, that's why we're poking fun at it.
Listen,
Cheryl.
To this day, I get the whole thing about Leah and what she called Leah's son. And I have apologized for that so many times that I really do feel horrible about it. It doesn't matter. It's everywhere. Anytime my name is mentioned, that is mentioned. People
Well, now stupid. I hear your name mentioned and it's always like mentioning my name. It's like, Ace Fanning.
In the same breath, and Anna Quincoces.
Yeah. It's on it. It's always like Ace Fanning. And yeah. You're welcome.
I know. You define me.
I know.
I love
You're welcome.
I love it.
Guys, please go rate and review. 5 stars only. Only tell us nice things about ourselves because I can't handle anything less than that. Listen to the podcast. Watch it on YouTube. Do all the above. We've got crazy good merch coming our way. And later this week, you will see our interview with Kelly Dodd, which is very unhinged, to say the least. So
yeah.
Court is officially adjourned. Thank you, everybody, for joining us.
Love you.